Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the I ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more death. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus on replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on second and 13. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch twitch. Watch the 2 go 46. 2 go 47. 26.
From the 17, Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Rams have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line, 75 yards. Number is a well-deserved seat on the bench. A little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry by Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 37. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, you know, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Goff going for it all. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Prescott. Complete. Richardson has it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ty Montgomery. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
At the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Samson Ebukam has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Prescott now from the 50. That one complete to Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Someone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, you think about the 2 quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th-round pick. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there just before halftime. 68 yards on the ground. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. 99 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Extra point try now for Suckup. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Gone. Man open, it's Kopp. He's got it. That's good for 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
From the 50, it's gone. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Two. Mike 55. Hey, Delta. Hey, eat.
Third and long. It's gone. And he's going to go down again. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Play action. It's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
What we got?
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. Throwing on second down. Prescott. There goes a deep ball. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Check. 180. DC.
Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. The Rams going for it on fourth. Goff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch. Hold on. Check.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going up top, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 34. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And all the way down to the 35.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
25, check 25, check 25. Slam.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for L.A., their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle Show.